Hello, this is Fuel the Soul, and I'm here with your reading for September 2020 for Gemini. So let's start. 3 cards for Gemini. Let's see. Ooh, okay, let's get the flow going. There we go. We got 2 cards. One more. We have the Sun and the Two of Swords. One more card, please, for Gemini, September 2020. There it is. Did you hear that? I love that sound. It's like a snap, and it's just kind of like lets you know that's the card. Okay, so let's see where we can go with this. Gemini. We have the Sun. Great card to start with. We have the Two of Swords. Some tough choices coming your way. I think you're indecisive is what I'm hearing. Yeah. And then what's interesting is we have the Two of Wands, which is like about trying to make a decision. Both these cards are channeling decisions and choices right here. So the Sun card is pretty simple and self-explanatory. It's in the month of September, I think you get good news. And that good news could mean a few things. I just feel like you're going to get good news, okay? Information is going to be given to you. I mean, there's even the possibility for some people that they might hear about a friend having a child, and possibly if you're in that zone, you might even be with child. But something here, the Sun and the child really stand out in this card tonight to me. So I feel like there's this information coming, and it's going to make you happy, at least in the beginning of the month. But what's kind of funny about it is that it seems like this decision, or I mean, excuse me, this information kind of leads you to a place where you have to make some choices. And the Two of Swords in this particular deck, it's almost like you have a tough time trying to decide what to do. So you have this information that comes in, and it's really great news. I mean, for Gemini, Gemini's happy about it. It's joyous, it's sunny, it feels good. It's got this like that, when you feel like the heat or the sun on your face and it feels so good. It's not like unbearable heat. It's just this wonderful warmth, kind of like this candle here, right? It's the beauty of feeling some of that heat, and it feels good. Well, that's what I'm talking about. But this news or this information takes you to a place where you have to make some choices. And I feel that those choices are tough for you because if you're not miserable, they're tough for you because we see here, and I think it's something about you having to move on. It's like, do you stay or do you move on? Do you stay or do you choose to maybe relocate or look at something and move on? So I feel like in the center here, it doesn't have to be ugly. It's just, I feel like you're indecisive. I think I heard that and I'm hearing it again. I hope that that's a word. I think it is. Uh, and I just feel like that's why you have this Two of Wands, is because you're debating whether you should move on and actually move, maybe like relocate. This world could mean many things to me. It can mean just relocating from one home to the other, obviously out of state, out of the country, but also it could signify the fact that you could be moving from just one place to the other. That could be work, that could be just like environmentally, geographically, you know, and mentally, that's here too. Because the Two of Swords is about a bit of the stress. This particular card, this individual has their eyes covered. And the Two of Swords, it's like either way, ouch, you might get poked. You might have to pay a price for that choice. But sometimes you have to pay a price to move forward. The last card is the Two of Wands. And I feel like there's some kind of decision here that regards some travel. And it's an emotional move. It's an emotional choice. It could even be, for example, obviously, right, work, that's a quick one to say, but I thought I just felt an example coming my way and I want to use it. Okay, here's one. So let's just say, for example, this is just an example so that you can see the scope and how far this read can go for you. Let's say you get great news, the sun. Let's say you have a sibling, they're getting married, okay? So they're going to move somewhere. Well, they live maybe with a parent of yours that's an elder. So now a tough decision needs to be made, right? One that maybe is a bit stressful. You've got good news, but now there's the decisions and choices that have to be made. And maybe this is just an example again, just to show you someone may have to move, right? To care for somebody. And that's just an example of what could be going on here, or just the idea of it. See how you can get good news, but it could still be stressful. And there's choices in that stress, but it doesn't have to be a bad thing. It could be moving forward. Some people might say in this example, well, going back, taking care of an elderly parent, let's just say for the example, well, that's moving backwards. No, it's not necessarily so. There is a lot to gain in that experience that will broaden your mindset, Gemini, and fuel you with more experiences for your soul so you can have a greater understanding of life and of people, you know? And so this is just again an example, but I want you to see how you could put this in your own scenario, in your own situation. So that's just an example, but I think it's important sometimes to bring those out because I feel like sometimes people are like, oh, that doesn't work for me. No, it does. You just got to be able to look bigger and beyond. Okay? Not outside the box. So again, let's go back. So there's going to be some kind of news or information that's going to come in, and it's going to be joyful and it's going to be good. It's just, again, it's like that feeling from the sun that it feels so good, right? That energy. But with that comes some decisions, some mental ones. And those, they might even be emotional mental ones, right? And those can be difficult for Gemini. But we see the Two of Wands comes in, and it's not something ugly. It's not like a step down. It's almost like asking you, are you ready? Are you ready? Because when I look at this person here, and I'll try to show you in the camera, I really see that this person is really thinking, evaluating everything. And it's an adult, like an adult decision. It's this person is thinking about what needs, like all the options. So looking from A to Z, for example, 1 through 10, looking at all aspects of their life and how it will be affected. And it's almost like, are you ready for the challenge? Do you even want to take that challenge? Because you don't have to, maybe, right? I don't see like a must. I mean, this card here, it has a heaviness to it in regards to trying to make a choice, but you have a great card next to it that lets me know that it's not something that can, like, maybe destroy your energy, your efforts, you self. It's not like that. It's almost like another level of growth for you, another layer. And so it's almost like a question, almost like, do you want to level up? Are you ready? Are you ready for that type of change in your life? And there's not a wrong answer here. It's just, are you ready? Sometimes we're ready, and sometimes we're not, and that's okay. And for Gemini, that's what we're looking at, is that's what we're seeing here. This is you. And you're standing there and you're pondering and you're wondering and you're looking at everything and asking yourself if you're ready. Do you want to make this change? So you see? You understand me? That's kind of what I'm feeling for Gemini. I love this read. I love this read. It can be scary in the sense, like, if that came to me, I'd be like, oh, am I ready? Like, do I want, like, if a situation came to me, I'd be like, why am I ready? I don't know. Maybe I'm not ready. In my mind, I'm not prepared yet to jump and to take steps. And that's okay. But see how that energy, like, where you're pondering, or am I ready? Am I ready? Yeah, maybe I'm ready. Maybe I want to take a jump. Maybe I want to leap forward. Maybe I'm ready for a new adventure, a change. It's scary, but it can be good for me. Right, Gemini? Right? It can be good. Okay, so that's what I see for Gemini in the month of September. Now, I think what I'm going to do, I feel like these cards now. So I'm going to pull two cards out, just kind of because I've been doing that for everybody, so I feel kind of like I should. Um, for other signs, I've been using both, right? I continue to use this or this. And I'm trying to see. What they're telling me. No, it's this one. So I'm going to pull out two cards. Hello, one came out already. Adjudication. What the heck? And then we're going to do one more. I'm looking at that card because I'm trying to feel the vibe on that. So adjudication seems like something. Ooh, okay, I'm going to take that one. And it says main female. Okay, so adjudication and main female. So in this image, I'm already feeling like something comes up that's of a legal, like some kind of legality, right? That maybe makes you make a decision. It could still, I think it's good news. I see the sun. I mean, that's a very clear card for you, right? So something comes up, some kind of thing that it has to do with, you know, government, right? Somehow it has rules, and something, it has legalities, and it could be documents and paperwork. And what we see is there's involves a main female. So that's a very obvious card. So there's a woman that's kind of tied into this, and I'm pulling these cards out to kind of give you a vibe of maybe what you'll be feeling mid-month and how it goes with this story. And that's kind of what I'm seeing, is that I feel like this story does tie into this story. So something's going to come up that has to be addressed, and it has some kind of legal value to it. And I could say it's heavy, not heavy. I could say it's like it has some red tape involved, you have to do this, you have to do that. But and I whatever this is, it involves a woman. And let me look real quick, okay? Because I look at the judge, and you almost want to say, or whoever this higher up person is, and they almost look like annoyed or bored. And it has a male and a female energy. So I just think that it might have been something too that's been going on for a while, or also to something very basic and very boring, where this judge is kind of like, okay, and I'm reading the judge, okay, or whoever this person is here, this higher up person, like this person's like, okay, this is just another day of the same thing. So it's just like very mundane, very ordinary. So it can be as something as small as some kind of legality. It's not bad. And whatever that is, it's not this like pressing legal crime that you would see on TV, with cameras around or anything like that. It's not that eventful, but it just seems like it's more mundane, and it involves a female energy. Perhaps something's been willed, perhaps something has been, how can I explain it? I feel like there could be the information of this energy has somehow taken over some kind of, for example, like a business. And so there's the signing of it, and therefore that could kind of change your status at a job. It could be good news, right? This is an example, kind of what like of what I could feel here. And so therefore there's decisions that need to be made, maybe opportunities, maybe they're going to move people around, and then therefore maybe that's why uh, that evaluation about what to do, right? It could be, this could be separate, and this could be something that you're hearing mid-month, where somebody has some kind of a something, some kind of legality with government, state, and it just gets resolved. I mean, literally, this could be as simple as you get a parking ticket and you let it go too long, right? And so it gets resolved. It could be as minor as that. It could also be there's a female energy coming in trying to affect a legal union, or a witness, a character witness in a legal battle. Or this energy, this female energy can come in and help, or this energy can come in and interfere. Feels very even keel, honestly. I don't see uh, this person is could be like a main witness, or it could be you, and you're maybe, for example, filing a complaint, right? With about something legal. That's kind of how I'm feeling as I look at it. So that's kind of what I'm seeing that might pop up for you. Um, I don't know. It doesn't feel heavy. It just seems like something that just pops up and it just kind of comes in and it's kind of rolls in maybe middle of the month kind of. I'm gonna have a mid-month reading, so maybe we'll see if something pops up then for Gemini. But over here, I really like this read because I just feel like there's this opportunity for this fluidity. I think I hope that sounds right, for you to kind of level up and make a choice. And and I feel that that's kind of where Gemini is. And I feel like you're trying to decide because you have received some great information, some good news. And that's why the sun is out. But I think it also brings in choices that you might be fearful of, and some emotions are coming out because of this news. You could be emotional. You might be hiding them, internally. You're not really dealing with them. But we do see that you are looking into your future. And I think you're trying to decide whether you want to move on. Do you want to take a crack at it? Do you want to level up? This can be so many things. This could be about the geographics again, but this also could be your soul, your growth, your personal growth. Because when I look at this card, I just keep staring at this person looking out into, the land. I'm really thinking, and I just keep staring at this person's face, how they're looking out. I don't even really look so much. I look at the world, but I'm not right now. The focus is on this person's outlook on life and what they're looking for. And can they do it? Okay? This just seems to be something that kind of comes in around mid-month, but also it could be somehow tied into this. Yes, it could be. Again, it just doesn't feel bad. Okay, well, that's what I'm getting. I'm Feel the Soul, and this is a reading for Gemini, September 2020. I'll be back mid-month. I'm so grateful to read for you. If you like this video, please let me know. I appreciate it. All right, we'll talk later. Bye.